My sweet, lovely Pisces, this is your horoscope for July 2025. And July, amazingly, will start with your ruler Neptune going retrograde, slowing down on July 4th. It's moving backwards, but Neptune has a friend who will move backwards too. Together, that friend will be Saturn on July 13th. After Neptune goes retrograde on July 4th, Saturn also goes backwards. These two planets, they are together whole this year, but they will come in conjunction only next year in exact same degree. But this year they are still very close, and they are doing together the same journey between two areas of your life, which is your first house and your second house of income. Now they are starting retrograde in your financial house, and they will stay retrograde almost until end of the year. Neptune will continue its retrograding motion until December 10th, and Saturn will stay retrograding until end of November. So pretty much second half of the year, they will send you into to retrospective, reflective period motion about your finances, how you earn money. In general, if you missed the video about Neptune and Saturn that I made separately, two videos in your financial house on my YouTube, go check them for sure, because Neptune's gonna stay in your financial house next 14 years. And Saturn's gonna stay there next 3 years. So both of them, they will be giving you MBA lesson. How to earn money, how to keep it, how to make it more, how to value yourself. Second house is about, linked how much we value ourselves and our skills. That's how much we earn money, my dear Pisces. So those things are linked in your second house, and these two planets will finally give you a bit of a motion moment when you will be thinking next half of the year how to earn more, maybe how to establish a business, or how to manage your finances in a more efficient way. For example, maybe you are planning to get some financial advisor, or this kind of apps where you can track your finances, your spendings, for example. Now this will be huge topic in general next upcoming years for you, my dear Pisces. Now July 7th, we have Uranus moving into your fourth house. This, Uranus is another slow moving planet, and it stays in one sign for 7 years. So when it changes sign, it's huge in astrology. And, for Uranus to be in your fourth house, it's something new, some new energy that happened only like last time it was 84 years ago. That's how long Uranus takes to make full circle around the zodiac to come back to the same point where it was. So unless you are 84 years old, you never felt this energy, Uranus in your fourth house. So I'm gonna do separate video on this, so stay tuned, make sure to subscribe and not miss the video, and where we will talk about Uranus for the whole world. What does it mean to be in your fourth house, and for you specifically, and all other zodiac signs. Here I would like to briefly mention that Uranus will give you preview, will give you opportunity to look behind the veil, what is going to bring next 7 years in your fourth house, when it will move into your fourth house on July 7th to stay there until November 8th. So until November, you have a chance to see what is going to happen in your life with this Uranus in your fourth house. Now, fourth house is about family, is about real estate, is about also citizenship situation, and in general, what you believe, like our traditions that we hold. Now, it will, of course, retrograde back into your third house where it was for the last 7 years. But it will be back to your fourth house next year, April 2026, and will stay there until 2032, all 7 years. Now, Uranus is planet of surprises. I call this planet a roller coaster, up and down, and also it's a planet of electricity and all things new. So it will greatly change your family situation, your real estate situation, my dear Pisces. You will have amazing highs and amazing chances to get into some property business, or maybe to buy for yourself a property. But you will also have huge risks with that, because Uranus, as I said, it's about roller coaster. It's a planet of up and down, and you never know when it's gonna turn up or down. Now, let's talk about the sweetest point of this month, July 10th, full moon happening in your house of wish and dream. Amazing full moon happening here, which will affect those of you who are born 8th of March plus or minus 5 days, because it's hitting your 18th degree. Now, full moons are about culminations and also putting some light into some situation. And full moon will be supported hugely by Mars, which is in your house of partnerships. It's an amazing one. Now, 11th house is about wish, is about something that you wished for a long time, or your wish is getting granted, my dear Pisces. Something is coming to fruition. You will have a chance to materialize your dream into reality. The ruler of this full moon, Saturn, will connect with Neptune in your house of finances. Brilliant. And those two will get support from Pluto in your house of secrets, and Uranus in your house of real estate. Gorgeous, amazing aspects here. Again, I can't stop repeating because it's truly amazing full moon. Here you will have chance, to buy maybe property, to buy something precious, or maybe to earn money. For example, you wanted to trying to get some job position, as an example, or some job opportunity in some company that you've been dreaming about long time, for example. And this full moon will deliver that opportunity. It will give you chance to grab that position, to grab that job opportunity, or whatever your dream is linked to. And it's most probably linked to something which involves your finances and also internet, online world. Those of you who were wishing to become social media like influencers or bloggers, you will have amazing chance here too, because this full moon will spotlight you. You will have amazing chance to earn a lot of money and become a sensation, online sensation overnight, let's say. Now, also, 11th house is about huge events, like public events, like some concert. You might go, like visit these kind of places too. And it seems like you will go with your sweetheart, one and only, like your husband or your wife, or with someone who you're long time together. Or it could be your hubby or wife whose wish is getting granted. Maybe it's them who are getting let's say, I don't know, some recognition, some job offer, because 11th house is all the things that it's about our achievements, all the things that you work through, all these 10 houses of zodiac, and 11th house grants you the final result, like some achievement, some title, some nomination could be happening around this full moon. You will get recognized for your efforts around July 10th, my dear Pisces. This is amazing. And of course, your family members will support whatever will be going on too. Now, July 18th, Mercury going retrograde in your house of work until August 11th. Now, Mercury retrogrades 3 times per year. This is its second retrograde. And it's planet of all things information, all things communication. And when it's, slowing down, moving backwards, everything can go messy. So double check everything related to your work assignments, because 6th house is about work, what we do daily, about your schedule. Mercury when it's retrograding in your sixth house, might disrupt your schedule. Let's say sixth house is also all things like meetings at work might go wrong dates or wrong timing, wrong people. Let's say people tend to be more confused, more, a bit mishandling, let's say, information and sort of all things data. So double check or even triple check whatever you're doing at work, my dear Pisces. Same goes to health issues, especially those of you who've been trying, to get some diagnosis. Again, if you will get it around end of July when Mercury retrograding, try to get an opinion from another doctor or even three doctors or two doctors, because seems like a lot of things might go a bit messy there. Even doctors might get confused, like all the data that they have. So whatever you have important papers to sign, especially at work, try to do it second half of August, my dear Pisces. It's not a good time to make any plastic surgery. It's not a good time to buy anything expensive also, simply because you might not like it at the end. You might change your mind also. So, try to push all those things until second half of August. Now we are coming to the second part of month of July, which will be a bit of a rough journey, a bit of a bumpy one for all of us, not only for you, my dear Pisces. We're all in this together. So try to exercise patience to yourself, towards yourself, and towards others, because everyone will have some tension going on in their life. July 23rd, Mars will connect with South Node in your house of partnership. Now, Mars is let's get things done planet. It's a bit impatient. Whatever it touches, it activates it immediately. And it will oppose your North Node in your first house. And to make this, not difficult, a bit already difficult aspect, even more difficult, Venus, planet of love, which is in your fourth house, will make harsh aspect to both of those nodes, and South Node and North Node will make exact aspect, which will be difficult to handle. Now, Mars and Venus, they are lovers in astrology, and they will be arguing. Seems like some relationship drama you might go through around end of July. So take good care, Try to exercise patience, as I said. It's always between you and your husband. Always try to remember why you fall in love at the first place with that person. Your husband, your wife, or this is about like those who are living together, who are long term together, not those who start just dating, my dear Pisces. So it's something, those relationships who are like long term already, or it could be about business opportunity too. And that business opportunity, better to postpone it, because everything is going a bit sideways here. Now Venus is in your fourth house. Seems like you might need to relocate, or your husband need to relocate, or wife need to go somewhere. Let's say you might decide to, like, for the time being, to live separately, as an example. Or you might decide something related to that relationship in general. So the next day after this happens, we have new moon, July 24th, in your house of work. Now, new moons are new energies, but that new moon will be opposed by Pluto, another difficult aspect. Now, Pluto is in your 12th house, and it's opposing directly that sweet, tender new moon. Now, those of you who are born 20th of February, plus or minus 5 days, you will be affected the most because it's hitting your second degree. And new moon is happening in your sixth house, something related to your work, some assignment, or maybe your manager, or maybe your boss. So around this new moon, there might be some situation going on related to foreign client or someone who is far. Or maybe they will decide that you will work now night shifts and you will not be happy about this, decision. Or it might be that they will say that now you're going to work from home, or vice versa. You've been always working from home and now company decides to bring you in and come to office, work from the office on site, as an example. Or it might be that you will need to travel somewhere which you will not welcome again for some reason. And again, it will be for business, like business travel. Anyhow, we will also have support from universe. Saturn and Neptune in your house of money, they will support new moon and also mitigate Pluto. So whatever it will be related to work, money will be on point. Still, you might want to do it for financial reasons, because money will be paid like in an amazing amount, but still, whatever you will set to do around your work will not be welcomed by you somehow. And it could be also between you and a foreign client, for example, or like to work on some new project, but then that work will involve that client that is, let's say, annoying, who with whom you don't have, let's say, good relationship, or maybe that you simply don't want to have any common project. But here we come. That this new moon might bring this kind of opportunity, but still you will, seems like, will work, but for financial opportunity. Also, it is about health, my dear Pisces, so take good care, because it seems like it's hitting your well-being houses. Again, new moons are new beginnings, so something related to your health might come up during this new moon that will put you, let's say, hospitalized, or you might need to get some, I don't know, treatment, for example, not necessarily being at the hospital, but then like still you might need to see some doctors around this time by the end of July. But anyhow, it seems like you will be in a good mood, and you will feel yourself more like confident that everything will work out, thanks to Saturn and Neptune that are in your self worth, let's say, house. Now, and the last thing I want to hear say that July 31st, Venus is moving to your house of joy until August 25th. Lovely, amazing thing. Now, whole almost August, Venus is planet of love and beauty, is blessing your house of joy, house of, true love, fifth house. Those of you who are single, August will be the month to circle around, my dear Pisces. You might meet your one and only, someone special that time. And those of you who are already in a relationship, this will be the time to deepen that relationship, to feel more and to feel joy from life, from yourself, and in general, also kids. If you have them, Venus will bless that relationship between you and your kids, your children. And also business. It might be time when you will be profitable from your business. Money will be pouring in, my dear Pisces. Always check your rising sign and moon sign, and stay positive in July. Love you all. Bye bye.